Been a lot going on in mainstream comics over the past couple of years. Let's take a look at the top 20 adult graphic novels, which, by the way, they put there so that it doesn't look extremely bad for comic books. This is not adult graphic novels. This is really just the graphic novel chart. But they put adult graphic novels on there so that you think that DC and Marvel can't hit this list, which they can, because famously, Fortnite Batman made this list once. The real reason it made this list is because I believe it had an exclusive Fortnite code in it. And the only way you could get it was to buy that graphic novel. A Fortnite Batman crossover. That's what it took. But every month, it's always manga. Why is that? Because that's what people want to read. Check this out. Deadpool Samurai makes it. That made the list. People are interested in these characters if somebody, that could actually write picks it up. You don't get that in American comics anymore. You get stuff like this. Oh, we got a new Spider-Verse character coming. He's got cerebral palsy. Look, he shoots webbing out of his crutches. So they actually made something like this into a cover, too. This is a sketch. But you can see here, I'm not making this up. Here's the character right here, shooting the webbing out of his crutches. Here's an overweight spider right here. I mean, it's just, people don't want to see this. This is kind of summarizes the downfall of American comics. Well, people still show up and pay if you give people something they want, and that's been proven with the Rippaverse and Comicscape. This is just a second chance campaign because the book's getting ready to go out. So you missed the first one. Here's the second chance. And that's still made $100, and it's got tons of time left. But even as of right now, it's at $161,000. That's pretty good, pretty impressive. And you see it right here with Rippaverse. This book, first time, $3 million. It's pretty damn impressive. People still want comic books, but they have to go to independent creators to get them. If you go to the mainstream, you get shit like this. Superman tackles online hate groups, an essential, modern YA story. So this is supposed to be about young Clark Kent before he's Superman. This is him on the farm that he worked, by the way, working that farm life, but he had time to go screw around on internet forums. So here he is, tackling Comicscape, basically, is what this is. In independent creator groups, Fandom Menace, The Fellowship, stuff like that. So that's what Superman is now fighting in his books. Because these people hate books like Cyberfrog. They hate books like the Rippaverse, Isom. They hate it because it gives people an alternative. So what they got to do now is make a story of him going after groups like that. And I guarantee you there'll be a fake CG in here, a fake Rippaverse, something like that, because they can't stand these independent creators going out there and making it without them, without going through the system. Because these comic book creators have gate-kept people out of the industry for a long time now. They do gatekeep people. This is why you see a lot of people, when they say they're conservative, mysteriously stop getting work in the comic book industry. Yeah, there's a couple, but they do a good job at keeping their mouths shut. That's why they get to stay. And then they throw them some work here and there. The industry is just not what it used to be. And it's just, it's sad to see it in the state it is in. It's gotten really bad. But this isn't what he's going to be doing. He's not going to be taking down any real hate groups. It's going to be him going after independent comic book creators. It's stuff like that. It'll be a self-insert because a lot of these very, very spoiled, narcissistic comic book creators. They think that they're changing the world. Let me show you the mind of a comic book creator. When they write their books, like that Superman novel I just showed you, this is what they feel like when they when they stop the script and they finish. They think that they're changing the world. They think they're making a difference on some bullshit that no one is ever going to read, by the way, because it's not going to sell. This is going to be a colossal flop because this isn't what people want in a Superman book. This is why manga is a huge hit. This is why Rippaverse is a huge hit. This is why Comicsgate is a huge hit. Because people are willing to spend money on comic books. They're wanting comic books. Not everybody wants manga either. Okay, some people still want that American style, that American feel, and they still get it. This is why you see books like Cyberfrog do so well, Isom do so well, because people still want this kind of art style, but they're not getting it in mainstream comic books at all. And they don't like this. This is from Twitter, Patrick Giard here, who is a comic book writer and is also featured in Wired and HuffPost. So he's on here. I don't know who he's talking to. Somebody went private or blocked me. I don't know. But he's saying that basically Young Rippa is on Glenn Beck's payroll. He's not. He's more of like an independent contractor. The reason that they're saying that is because he does some stuff with Blaze TV. Okay. I mean, you could take all of the backer he purchases right here, 11,798, 869. You can do the math and add that all up, and you get the money right here. But these people can't believe that this book is selling that much. I'm curious who gave you the $3 million. I'm sure it was a lot of people, but I'm curious about the deep pocket backers. The deep pocket backers are the people that used to spend a shitload of money in your industry and then left. And now they're spending a shitload of money in our industry because they don't want your garbage comics. It's really not that hard, but they're so blown away. They're so blown away that people are willing to spend money because no one's spending the money on their books. Nobody cares about their books. The only people that care about their books are online activists who just pirate them. They don't actually buy them. They don't actually buy merchandise. They don't buy things. They steal it. They'll go to a piracy website, freecomics.com or something, and that's where they'll read their comics. Anyway, funniest story I've ever seen was this guy saying, oh, you don't really buy comics, and then somebody went through his timeline and found him posting pictures from shit from freecomicbook.com because it's literally watermarked on the panel. You don't buy comic books. So it's just funny to see these people freak out over success. And they desperately want to get rid of people like Eric July because they believe that if they can get rid of him, they'll come back and spend the money on their shit. And that's just not how it works. Sorry. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.
Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.
Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. They're usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.